Hello everyone and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa and today's reading will be looking into what's going on in your love life, what to be expected, and some overall advice on this love journey. So we have a card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle representing each group today. I would say to take your time with choosing. If you need more time, pause the video. And as always, the timestamps are in the description box for whenever you are ready to get to your reading. I also have crystals accompanying each card. So if you like to choose with crystals, just wait until I show each card and then I'll show the crystals. So let's jump in. For group 1, we have the card Flexibility. Group 2, we have the card of Change. Group 3, we have Happiness. And for the crystals, group 1, we have this raw rose quartz here. Group 2, we have this raw selenite. And group 3, we have raw amethyst. So again, take your time with choosing. There is no rush at all. I really appreciate you being here. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, share, subscribe, all of the things. I would love to hear your comments as well with how it resonates. So really excited for you to see this reading. Take your time again, and I'll see you very soon. Hello and welcome group 1 to your reading on what is going on in your love life, what to be expected. So before we really jump into the cards, I decided that we can do an energy check-in to make sure that this is the right group for you. Just to get a inside understanding of what is currently happening for you, and to really know if this reading will resonate for you. If you notice that this does not resonate for you, then I would suggest picking another pile, or maybe this reading just may not be for you today, and that's okay. I have other readings on my channel if you would like to check those out as well. But let's jump in and see, group 1, what is currently going on in your love life? Please divine. For group 1, what is currently going on? I hear boundaries. Boundaries. Group 1. Yeah, I feel like you're having a lot of clarity about how in the past you may have given too much, or how you've contributed too much to your love life in a certain way, maybe financially, or just you've been giving a lot of your energy, your time, your resources to people that don't quite deserve it. And I do feel like you're kind of sick and tired, like you're fed up with this feeling of maybe being taken advantage of, or not being really recognized for who you are. I do feel there's been a lot of inner work, or there's been some reflection, or just some introspection about why things may not have gone the way you wanted them to. And I do feel you're getting out of this time of blaming the other person, or you're getting out of this cycle of, I guess, how can I say, going along with things that don't feel right to you. I do get very much my way or the highway energy with you, group one right now, and I do feel there's a lot of understanding about what you really want, how you can communicate these things, and it's becoming more easier for you to walk away from situations that don't provide you with what you're looking for. And I do feel that you're being more clear and honest with yourself and potentially with other people about what you're looking for and what you're wanting. I do feel that there could have been some passive energy in your past of not really speaking up, and I do feel you're getting over that. Let's make sure that's all that wants to come out. Right, I do feel that there's some movement forward. I do feel that you're opening up a bit more. You're kind of letting go of some of the past grudges that you've been working through, or letting go of some resentment that may be lingering from past dealings with your lovers. And I do get this feeling like you're ready for something more. You're ready to get back out there. You're ready to mix and mingle, and I get this like resurgence of passion coming from this group. Yes, group one, a period, group one. I get this boss energy, I want to say, like, you know your worth, very worthy, very I just feel like this energy is very sweet, very delicious, okay? And I do feel that you're attracting a lot of attention. Group one, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it, okay? Period. And I do see like you're just so sick of the options that have been given to you. I feel like you're just kind of bored a little bit in your love life. Yeah, a bit bored, but I feel like that's it. Listen, you won't be bored for too long. You won't be bored for too long. Okay, so if this sounds like your reading, I do want to jump into the oracle cards to see what can be expected. But I just want to say, with this Nine of Pentacles coming out, it feels very luxurious, like your energy is very captivating, very magnetic, and it's a representation of how much clarity and insight and wisdom you've gained from your past, and how you are very clear on what you want. Staying very clear, okay? Be clear, be honest, be open, speak for your needs, speak for your desires, and don't take what you don't want. And I'm definitely feeling like you're in that energy of rejecting everything that does not look or feel good to you, okay? And you're just standing on your own and kind of just enjoying who you are until that person who can match your energy comes along. And I love it, okay? So, like I said, if this resonates for you, stay tuned. We're going to jump into the oracle cards now. I want to put the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom because that's just that energy, period, okay? So, for your oracle cards that have been pulled, we have High Priest, Intend and Create. Woman Holding a Coin, card number 42. Okay. Regeneration, card number 46. Delight. And Waxing Moon, the energy is gaining momentum. Like I said, group one, I do feel like there's some type of revitalization going on in your love life. It may not all happen at once, because we do have this waxing moon showing that things are progressively getting more activated. I want to say you're going to see that once you get out of your comfort zone, once you get out of this very independent energy, I want to say, which is very good. I don't want to dismiss the greatness of this Nine of Pentacles card, of being able to really feel self-sufficient and feel good on your own and just enjoy where you're at and feeling grateful. That's beautiful energy. I want to emphasize that, and it's being highlighted as being a very good thing, and that's why you're getting these new opportunities on the way. But I do want to say to not get into this hyper independent energy of feeling like, oh, I've been on my own for this long. I don't feel like dealing with anybody else's issues. I deal with my own. I don't need that. Don't start to begin to get closed off because you're kind of trying to prevent having to go through this whole healing process again, because life is full of healing, and usually we heal the most through our connections with other people. And I do feel that it's really urging you to get out there, have fun, go out with friends or go out and do new things, really take time to enjoy life and really celebrate yourself in these times by going out and enjoying yourself in new ways, sharing your energy with people who you enjoy. And maybe I do feel like when you get yourself into these new situations, into these new environments, you'll see a lot more energy coming towards you. You'll see how magnetic you are. You'll see how much is drawn to you because you are in this very valuable position. You're in this very captivating, illuminating, I want to just say you're just so, it's such good energy. I don't think I have the words or the vocabulary to really emphasize what I'm feeling for you, but it just feels very delicious, I want to say. And I feel that there is going to be some strong energies that are drawn to you, and I feel like you're a strong energy. Like, you have a very strong personality. I love your vibe, group one. I just want to say, let's be friends. Okay. But I do feel you're going to be drawing a lot of strong, I want to say, courageous and confident energy towards you, because I do feel that that's what you're mainly exuding, and like attracts like, period. So I do feel that you're getting some type of person showing up here. They could be whatever gender. I don't really think that matters. I do feel that there's just someone here who seems to, they have the qualities of feeling very courageous, confident, magnetic, I want to say exciting even. And these meetings with these people, because I do feel like it's more than one people, more than one people, more than one person, I do feel. Now it's just a time of really like getting to know what you like. I feel not really trying to settle down super quickly or try to project some type of outcome on a situation, but just really exploring who you are and exploring people and the types of traits that you do like and the types of traits that you don't like. A really big time of exploration. I feel a lot of passion. I feel, okay, and just getting your drive back, getting your groove back. And this is also going to be a time of really putting into practice what you've learned from your past. So if you needed to learn how to have boundaries, this is when that theory has to be applied to some new people. Like, you have to stand your ground and not to be super defensive or super like on defense towards people and already having this kind of untrustworthy vibe towards them. But I do feel just knowing like how you feel, checking in with your needs, seeing if they've been met. If you need time to meet your own needs, be clear about that with the other person, and don't sacrifice yourself in any situation unnecessarily. And I do want to say, with this intending create, I feel there's a lot of relationships coming in general, not just romantic. I feel like your relationship sphere, your friendships, partnerships, love, business, career, all those relationships are being cultivated right now, and it's very important that you have the confidence to really nurture these in the ways that will be healthy and fulfilling towards for you and towards your life in general, because there could be some past habits of doubting yourself or having some confidence issues, and I do feel that you've been working really hard to overcome those. And like I said, it's like turning that wisdom into practice, because yes, we can do a lot of reflection on our own, but the real test comes when other people enter our lives. And I do feel now's the time of really a rebirth of your life and approaching it in new ways and learning how to not do things the old way, but to adopt new, and not being limited anymore. So I love that. Group 1, I love that, period. It feels very nice. I love this energy. So let's get a little bit more detailed. Do I want to go to the tarot, or do I want to, let's go to the tarot. I grabbed it. I do want to say, be mindful of any fears or anxieties that may come up in your dealings with new people. Remember that whenever a fear comes up, just say to yourself, I am not in any immediate danger right now. My life is not at stake, and this fear is based in a past situation that is no longer present. And I can move forward with confidence, knowing that I can approach this in a way that helps me to feel calm, at ease, and relaxed. Okay, group 1, because you got it. You are enough. You have all that you need. You are abundant. You are great. Okay, so let's jump into the tarot. Please, for group 1, what is to be expected in their love life? What do they need to know? Let's jump in, please, Divine. Come on. Group 1. Period. Definitely getting like rebirth vibes. Like this is like a whole new world, I want to say. With the Judgment card, it makes me really feel as if there's been some type of lesson in your past that's really coming to an end, and now it's time, like I said, to use what you've learned. And I feel like the real test is coming with these new people of how will you react now with all that you've learned. How can you apply your wisdom to these new situations so that you don't end up in perpetual cycles of disappointment or feeling like you're disillusioned in some way? This correlates to the regeneration card, though, I do feel. And yeah, getting a new idea of who you are through relationships. But I do feel like your love life is getting revitalized, rejuvenated, renewed. A time of rejoice, baby, okay? And it's time to move on from any past ideas of your love life. The past is the past. Do not project your past onto new people. That is only going to be a disservice to you and the others. And I do want to say you possibly could be meeting some people through your close environment that you visit often, maybe your workplace or a club that you are a part of, or a organization that you're a part of. I want to say to also join some collaborative efforts if you are not already in some. I want to say that's part of you getting out of your comfort zone. Really, we have that on the bottom of your deck here. And really opening yourself up to have the opportunity to meet new people and to not stay in this energy of feeling defeated, feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to meet anyone. Oh my gosh. Just this negative thought pattern. Really honor your worth, honor who you are, and really trusting yourself to attract these fulfilling relationships. These are really good cards already coming out in regards to your love life. And I also want to say that there could be relationships cultivated through some type of partnership or some type of collaborative effort, or at your workplace. I think I already said that, but I want to say it may start off as friends, or you would be good with starting off as friends and kind of cultivating a friendship relationship before you try to jump head first into a romantic relationship without really getting to know the person. I want to say the passion is hot. Okay, the passion is there. Group 1, there's going to be a lot of opportunities to really just explore and have fun with this Knight of Wands, though. I want to say, since it is reversed, we need to maybe slow down just a little bit. There could be a lot of opportunities coming in, and that's fun. That's a good time, but impulsivity can also lead us down a path of destruction. So be mindful of how drawn you are to someone. If you feel a very passionate connection, you just feel excessively drawn to them, take it easy. Allow this connection to ground first before you really go on the deep end of just, burning the fire of passion and love, you don't want to burn out. Okay, so definitely temper yourself, temper your passions, and be mindful of your desires. Okay, group one, because I do see that there are desires. It's making me think of that Drake song. You got desires. I know. Okay, so let's get some more. What was that? Okay, the Queen of Wands. Period. Group one, I'm really loving your reading. I'm like, I just love it. I love it. Like I said, the passion is hot. It's very strong. You're very magnetic. You're very attractive. Very fertile, I want to say. And like I said, these words are just coming out of my mouth right now. I did say fertile. And I did say be mindful of your passions. So if you are not looking to conceive, I would say be mindful of that and do what you can to prevent such occurrences from happening. But I want to say this intuition is strong, okay? The flame is lit. You are lit, okay, group one. And I do feel like you're laying down the past burdens of your love life. You're not carrying that anymore. You're like, okay, that was a time of life where I had to learn, I had to get through it, and now we're here. Now we're in this position of confidence. Now we're in this position of courage. We're in this position of really just being amazing. It's like, where are the words? I just want to have the words come out of my mouth appropriately. But I do feel like you're looking towards the future with a lot of reassurance, knowing that you have all that you need, knowing that you feel good to attract the good things that you want, and feeling worthy of having these things as well. I do see there's a lot of focus on passion. Passion keeps coming up, and I want to say to channel this energy towards some type of creative project as well, because I want to say with your love life, things need to have a slow and steady approach. Group one, at the end of the day, this is your decision. Do what you want to do. Okay, but I do want to say with other people, you do need to build some type of foundation first, and you're going to want to have things go faster than they are, and that passion for wanting things to go faster can go into other avenues like creating art or anything that you feel you enjoy doing, finding new passions, finding new hobbies, implementing those into your life so that you feel more aligned with yourself and you have more to offer to other people. Like, you become a more interesting person by having a lot of hobbies or doing a lot of things outside of just, I don't know. Okay, we do have this intend and create, so I do feel it's very important that you do channel this energy in a productive way and to not waste it on escapades. I don't know, group one, you are definitely a group that has some fiery desires, and that's good. We love that energy of excitement, but ensure that it's being channeled appropriately. But I do see there's a lot of confidence and self-esteem going up. You're feeling a lot more beautiful, a lot more handsome. Beautiful is not the word that you like. Okay, just overall, I'm feeling like your energy is very captivating, very magnetic in this new cycle. So be prepared for a lot of attention. I do feel like you're getting a lot of attention. You're being a lot more social, getting out there. Not holding back anymore. It's time to get out. Okay. I love that. You have a lot of major arcana, group one. A lot. Let me chill. It's 2, but also we have the Empress and Strength on the bottom. Yeah, patience is definitely necessary. Overall, this reading is very, very good. I do feel like you're just in a high vibe right now. You're attracting a lot, and you need to sort through you need to sort through your options and really determine which relationships are worth your effort and which ones are not, and to not invest into those that do not fulfill you in some way. Of course, ensure that you are having a good time and also mingling with friends, because I do feel that the way you meet people is through other people. So, if you're invited somewhere, or if your friends are like trying to get you to go somewhere, go out there, explore, have a good time. Don't limit yourself, don't limit your capacity to meet other people or to have a good time. Okay, group 1, you just feel very abundant. Like this is outstanding. Okay, so with the Justice card, I do feel things are becoming a lot more balanced. You're seeing things through a clearer lens. You're trying to definitely the advice is to be more rational as well in your dealings with other people, to not let your passions overwhelm you in some way, or override your rational side, because I feel that it's very important in this time to balance the two. Like, yes, you have desires, but there's also the reality of things and how time works and how people work. So we need to always ensure that we're having those checks and balances and taking time to ourselves to really just ensure that we're not doing too much or giving too much or expecting too much too early, and to just allow things to happen naturally. But I do feel you're being very clear. It feels like a lot of clarity coming through for you, group 1, and I do love that for a love reading. We love clarity in love. Okay, I hate when I get messages about confusion and illusion. It's not fun, but it happens, it happens. But for sure, this is a very good reading. Have a good time outside. Even get outside, maybe doing some activities that really engage your passions, going out with people, letting yourself be seen is what I feel, because you're very magnetic. I don't know how many times I said it, but it's just it's very emphasized, and you're giving this very valuable energy at this time. So let's get some closing messages for you, group 1. Closing messages for group 1, please. Yeah, be mindful of those people who are trying to get your goods. Okay, group 1, because like I said, you look good, you look fly, check my swag, wish you could. Okay, they wish they could get what they can't. And I want to say, with this open and social and beautiful energy you have coming out, there are going to be some people who are like, oh my gosh, I gotta have what they have, I need to get that right now. Okay, they're going to try their best to manipulate the situation, but listen, you have the wisdom to spot these bad apples, so use that wisdom. Be grateful for your past, okay, and allow it to keep you from indulging or engaging with people who are going to waste your time, who are not going to honor you in the long run, who are only going to do what they have to do to get what they want from you and move on. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, we're leaving that behind, and we're not going to feel victimized by anyone anymore. So can we get that, get these messages? Okay, Destiny, yeah, I feel like you're on the right path, especially with Quest on the behind that. Yeah, you're being very supported in this time, and I do feel you're being led towards people who are going to help further your path and help you to see what you really desire in this life. Okay. Perseverance and perfection. This kind of feels like a loaded message. I do want to say too, especially since it fell over here, there could be a tendency to doubt yourself, especially in social situations. And I do want to say to not prevent yourself from going out because there's some type of self-doubt or criticism of who you are, or of other people even, to be mindful that when you are criticizing yourself or others harshly, this is only because you may be bringing up old patterns of doing that to yourself, and it's important to move away from that type of energy, because it will prevent you from being able to cultivate healthy relationships. Especially with this perseverance, it's definitely giving like throw away the old way of being, the old way of doing things, and embrace a new side of life, a new outlook, a new perspective, and to not be so harsh or judgmental too early, especially of love interest. I want to say, if you feel that you're interested in someone, don't be too quick to cut them off as soon as you see maybe their nails aren't cut or their shirt is wrinkled, or they don't say a certain word the way that you want them to, minor things like that. Just be mindful that you're not making a mountain out of a molehill, just seeing things clearly, allowing things to progress naturally, and just vibing, expanding your outlook, expanding your world, expanding your social circle as well, meeting new friends. I feel with that. Yeah, and I do want to say that your prayers are being answered and heard, but this is going to require you to step out of your comfort zone so that you can receive them. Okay, one more card, please, Divine. Thank you for these messages. Okay, it's fine. So we have rejection and passion. I was saying a lot of passion in your group. There's a lot of messages here, okay? It's like, where do I start? We have isolation. So I do want to say, I was with this perfection and perseverance card, I was getting this like, oh, I'd rather just stay home than, go out and risk, being, it's like some insecurities coming up, and I do feel like you deeply desire connection and love and intimacy, and the next step for you to overcome these cycles of maybe feelings of isolation, it's requiring you to step out, to get dressed up, put on your best outfit, go and get yourself a nice outfit, and just really shine your light and allow miracles to happen, and be okay with not knowing how things are going to go, because that's where the magic happens. The magic happens in the unknown, so we must step towards it with faith, knowing that anything can happen. And I do want to say that as you do go towards these new opportunities and these new beginnings, do not look for don't go into a certain situation just because you're looking for love. That's fine, but just go into it trying to have a good time. And when you have a good time, naturally things happen to where, it's just the divine works in such bizarre ways. Allow the magic to happen without you trying to overly force something. Just enjoy yourself, go out, have a good time, get yourself out of these restrictions that you maybe have put on yourself, and I just get the feeling, just like, oh my gosh, my words, I'm getting the feeling to tell you to just get out. Like, it's time to open up, it's time to get out there. And there could be some type of fear of being rejected or people not really accepting you for who you are, and that could be because some past occurrences. I do feel a lot of these insecurities or these fears are rooted in your past, and it's time to overcome them and to really just stand in who you are, and know that the more authentic you are and the more you appreciate and accept and honor yourself, the more other people will do so, and you actually draw the people who are actually meant for you by being yourself completely. I hope that makes sense. These words, I promise you, not the best today, but trusting your instincts and knowing that as you do so, you're aligned, you're guided, and you have all that you need to have all that you want. So trust in that, and don't be limited by your own perceptions of things. So, that was intense. Group 1, you're a very intense, magnetic, passionate, fiery energy. Let me know if you have some fire sign placements in your chart, or if your 7th house is a fire sign, or your relationship houses are a fire sign. Also, let me know how this resonated for you in the comment section. And let me know how you're doing, how this really made you feel. Very interested in connecting with you guys. I really appreciate your energy. It's been fantastic. Very amazing. Like I said, I would love to be your friend, group one. But anyway, please leave it a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe as well, and I'll catch you in another one. Until then, I want to say goodbye. Hi, group 2, and welcome to your reading on what's going on in your love life. So before we jump into the oracle cards, I did want to do an energy check-in to make sure that you are confident that this is the right pile for you. So I'm going to get some information about what is going on currently in your love life at this time, so that we have a better understanding of where we're headed in this reading. If you find that this portion does not resonate for you, you may want to go back and select another pile. But if you do not feel called or drawn to any other card that was shown, then I would just say that this reading may not be for you. But that is okay. I have plenty of other readings on my channel if you are interested in looking at those. But let's jump in and let's see what's going on for you, group 2. So please, divine, can we tune into group 2 and what's going on for them? I do feel like you guys are dealing with someone already, but we'll see with the cards. We'll see. We'll see. Group 2, please. What's going on? And if you're not dealing with someone, I feel like there's some type of connection that you are really thinking about. Let's get the cards, okay? Group 2, please. Group 2. There's a real big emphasis of you needing to really tune in with your emotions right now. And I want to say there could be a tendency to either be too invested in your emotions or overwhelmed by your emotions, or trying to be too logical, too rational about something. And I do feel that there's a need to kind of balance the two and allow yourself to really tune into what your heart, your mind are trying to tell you about a certain situation. With the Page of Swords, it's really making me think it's time to get clear about what you want. It's time to get clear about where you're headed, and to not be sentimentally drawn to something that is not good for you, or too stuck on something because you have, yes, some type of emotional tie to it. With the High Priestess, I do get that there's this there's something going on about you not really listening to what you know. Yeah, there's something going on with you, group 2. I feel like there's some type of limbo you're in regard to your love life, especially if you're talking with someone. I feel like you have this fighter spirit, like you want something to work out really bad. You want it so bad. And I do feel like there's some type of emotional connection or some type of emotional investment that you have been putting into something, whether that be yourself or you trying to really invest into a certain dynamic that just has not been going exactly the way that you thought it would go. But I am seeing a big emphasis on emotions and tuning into your own and not getting swept up by the outside world, especially if you are maybe more of a I'm thinking like in the spotlight or in some way, like social media, or you posted someone. Let's get some more cards. Your group, I already feel, is a bit complex. I will say I do feel it's a bit complex. There is some blockage in the emotion. Maybe you feel as if you have not achieved this goal or this ideal of what love should be in your mind. I get this underwhelming feeling of like something's gotta shift, something's gotta change. Yeah, there's like a bit of boredom, I feel. Like you're wanting something exciting, you're wanting something, some type of shift to happen, but at the same time I do feel like there's something stopping you from progressing forward. There's something that you're carrying with you or something that you don't want to let go of, and I do feel like it's connected to a relationship, whether this be in the past or current. There could be some emotional baggage carried from some type of heartbreak or some type of disappointment that you've encountered, and I do feel like it's been very hard to let go of that, and it's really impacted your heart, I want to say, and you won't be able to move on until you are honest about how this has affected you, and maybe being honest with the person that you're talking to, if you are talking to someone, getting closure, being very clear, and communicating your feelings, communicating how you're functioning right now and what you need, because I do feel like there's some type of disconnection from what you really need, a disconnection from what you really desire, and you're kind of going with the motions, I want to say, and not really making any strong decision right now. But I do feel that you're going to need to make a decision soon, group 2, and that decision will definitely cause some changes in your life, but it's going to ultimately open you up to new horizons and open you up to new ways of connecting with other people or new ways of expressing yourself. But yeah, there's something going on with you, group 2, and we will get more detailed, but just to be sure that this is your group, this was the overview of what's really going on. If it doesn't resonate, like I said, this reading may not be for you, but if it does, stay tuned. We're going to jump into the oracle cards now, because I do feel this reading is going to be a bit complex, and that's fine. We love that. So we have Rest and Rejuvenation, card number 19 reversed. Between Worlds, card number 3. Yeah, it's making me think of this saying 1 foot in, 1 foot out, as if like you're kind of dancing between the line of should I stay or should I go? You know, I don't know. I'm feeling like for most of you, you are having some type of person in mind, but for those of you who are single AF, then I would say this is just you really getting over some type of hump from your past, or getting over some type of emotional baggage that may be carried from the past. New Moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. Yeah, there's definitely that 1 foot in, 1 foot out. To be fair, card number 38, Courage. Card number 23, Peace. Freedom. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Group 2, group 2, group 2. It's time to face the truth. Okay, that was off key. I'm so sorry. But there's probably something off key in a dynamic that you're in right now. And I do feel that it's time to be honest. Have the courage to be honest about what's really going on inside of yourself, because I feel like there's some type of restlessness here for you. Like you are on overdrive about thinking. I feel like there's a lot of thinking. Okay, or maybe just not wanting to think about what you have to do, or you're not wanting to see things as they are. I want to say maybe you're not wanting to have a certain conversation with someone, or you're not ready to be honest about what's necessary to move you forward in your love life. I do feel that you really want peace and freedom, okay? Especially with these two birds here. It feels like you kind of feel restricted in some way, comfortable but restricted. And I want to say it's a prime time for you to really take some time out to not distract yourself from what's really rising up within you, but to take some time out, get distraction free, especially with this Page of Swords. Page of Swords kind of reminds me of like social media, or just like being very in tune with what's going on around you. And I feel that you may be on social media or very watchful of what's going on around you, but there's not enough tension. There is a lot of tension. There's not enough attention on what's going on within. And I'm seeing that you need to take a step back to really assess a situation that you are a part of, or that you are participating in, and seeing how there could be some changes that could be made that could honor you and the other person, or just honor you and your needs. Because there is this, I do feel, especially with this map here, like you're wanting more, group 2, and in what way, that's for you to decide. And I feel that with this, to be fair, it could be difficult to really honor your heart and your mind equally, but I feel that with time to yourself, taking time to yourself, group 2, I want to emphasize taking time to yourself. I feel as if you don't have enough time to yourself, or there's too many things going on around you, and you need to carve out some space to really cultivate some time for peace and quiet. You know, even if you are, let's say I love taking baths, okay? And sometimes I watch videos in the bath, but most of the time I've been really diligent in trying to just meditate without anything else. Maybe a singing bowl meditation, I love those. But I want to say for you, I suggest that if you are in a time of you just being by yourself, do not distract yourself by playing a game, or going on your phone, or watching a series. Sit in silence and ask yourself, what am I running away from? Where am I going? Why do I feel like I need to always be doing something? Check in with that, because it's making me think of that song, Cranes in the Sky by Solange. Okay, it's like you're wanting something to go away, but it's up to you to really allow these things to pass, because there's some type of blockage or some type of inability to let go of something, whether that be a past situation, a past occurrence, past heartbreak. It could really be a myriad of things. But I do feel with this Medicine Guardian here, it's emphasizing the need to really tend to those wounds that have occurred to you, especially to your heart. This is very big heart energy, heart healing. And you can't heal in a place that you were wounded. Okay, group 2, it won't happen. You could try your best, but it's better for you to leave where the pain has occurred. It's time for you to walk away, is what I feel, especially with this flamingo, literally walking away and having the courage to be honest about that. Do what you please, group 2. By all means, do what feels right to you, but there is something you need to walk away from. And I'm not telling you to just break up with whoever you're with, or just throw the whole relationship away. If you feel that it's come to that point, by all means, hey. But I do feel there's a need to be clear and open and honest with yourself and your situation, and to be honest about what you want, and if you're getting what you want. And if you're just staying in a situation because it's comfortable to you and you're used to these things, and it's become routine in some way, that leads to stagnation, group 2. And there's a big emphasis on you freeing yourself and having the courage to overcome old patterns, old habits, and honoring yourself in a new way. This is an opportunity for you to see new parts of yourself if you allow it to be, especially if you have the courage to do what must be done. So, very big energies here, group 2. I do feel like it's time to be real. Take the blindfold off. Do not deny the situation. Do not try to live in a life of deceit, okay? Or some type of self-deception. I'm sorry I'm being so real right now, but this is the energy. The energy feels very real because until we are ultimately real with ourselves, we cannot heal. So in order for you to heal, you have to be real. Okay. Rhyming. Seriously though, it's time for you to take a step back. Carve out some time in your day to just sit and think. Go in your closet for 10 minutes every day. Do something to help you to clear your head, to really see, what am I feeling right now? Am I happy? Am I getting what I need? Am I fulfilled? Is this what I really want? What do I want? You know, asking those big questions, and to not feel overwhelmed by the questions, but knowing that allowing yourself to be in this sense of not knowing helps you to have clarity arise from that confusion, and helping you to know what you need to do to lead you towards that fulfillment and contentment that you're looking for. And I do get a big vibe of you needing to free yourself of some type of baggage or some type of unfulfilling situation that's just not working for you anymore, so that you can invite peace and freedom, as that is what I'm seeing the ultimate goal. So let's get into the tarot. So please, Divine, can we get a bit more about what they can expect here in their love life? Can we get a bit more information, please, Divine? Group 2. Interesting. That is funny. I love when they back me up. Thank you. 4 of Swords is all about taking that time out, taking a step back, meditating. You see. Okay. I feel like the picture says it all, but it's really like honoring your sacred space. Make time for yourself. Like I said, I don't feel like you have had enough time to really just sit back and think and feel, and it's really asking you to reflect and to honor your truth in this time, and to not prevent change from happening. See oh my God, whoo, that is intense. Hold on, please. This is intense. Group 2. Oh my gosh. I have to say, I was not expecting that to be on the bottom of the deck. I don't want you guys to get a bit afraid, okay? I just want to say, when the devil comes out, know that there's some intensity going on, and it's time to break free. It's time to let things go, because it's becoming drastically unhealthy. But let's talk about these cards. I want to say there is some type of resistance going on here for you, group 2. Some type of not wanting to let go, not wanting things to change, not wanting things to... It's like you're not wanting to make a drastic change. And I do want to say, this is... there could be a pattern of codependency for you, of like sticking to a relationship because there's some type of comfort there. And this could be rooted in insecurity, or not feeling like you have what you need by yourself, some type of self-doubt, some type of not being able to see yourself clearly. It's very deeply rooted, and that's why I feel like you need to take some time to heal some wounds that could be connected to insecure attachment, or some insecurities, or some type of imposter syndrome of not feeling like you're enough, or always having to compare yourself, or it's very deeply rooted. And I do feel that now the time of connecting with oh my God, this energy is intense. Whew. Now's the time of really connecting with your truth and your feelings, and not being so resistant to any changes that you know need to be made. Especially if you are wanting a relationship so badly that you are willing to stay in something that you know is not fulfilling you. That is a sign of some type of attachment issue that needs to be worked through, group 2. So can we get some more, please, Divine? And I do feel it could be rooted in some type of family dynamic. Like, this could be a pattern from your family that you've been dealing with. And I want to say that maybe you've also invested a lot into this relationship, or invested a lot into whatever situation you're in. And I feel that the reason that you may not be wanting to walk away is because you don't want to feel as if you wasted your time. You don't want to feel like you wasted your energy in some way. But I want to say that this is helping you to realize that sometimes the best thing to do is to walk away. No matter how much we've invested into something, it's worse if we keep staying and investing into something that's not working, because we're only overburdening ourselves and burning ourselves out and holding on to things that are no longer serving us, and staying in this predicament of indecision because we're not wanting to make a move. And the Two of Swords, it's a beautiful card. I love the tarot in general, but it is one of stagnation. It is one of procrastination. It is one of knowing what you must do, literally tuning into your intuition trying to tell you what you know must be done, but your rational mind is like, oh my gosh, going in between fears. I do feel like you're being limited by some type of fear, and it's crippling you in a way and not helping you to move forward. Yeah, with this Knight of Pentacles, you're taking a very slow and steady approach to these changes. And I do feel that there could be like some earth signs here. You don't have to be an earth sign, but I'm feeling like Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo signs. Like I said, you don't have to be those, but that energy is very resistant. Okay, they're very habitual. They like things to be a certain way. They love routines, and they love long-term commitments. And I do get that from you, that you are a long-term type of person, but this could be it could cause some pain and internal conflict and some disappointment and some dissatisfaction and some boredom. Oh my gosh, because you are not wanting to make the changes necessary to have the things that you want, because you are so focused or so stuck, I want to say, on a certain idea of what you want, but that idea is not really playing out. It's not really working. It's not present. And I feel like I'm taking on your energy. I feel that you're needing to take a step back to reevaluate what you really want. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point, but I'll get one more card. One more. The Knight of Pentacles in a love reading, I'm not a fan of it. I promise you. It's not my favorite card to get in a love reading. And we have the Eight of Cups on the bottom. That's all about walking away, moving forward. But I feel with the Knight of Cups, that's a very slow energy. And as you see, this horse is not moving. So it's honestly telling me that whatever changes you're wanting to happen, it's going to take forever. And I'm not saying that lightly. The Knight of Pentacles is a very long-term energy. I'm thinking, when I see this card, especially with like a career reading, it makes me think of like going to school for 4 years, you know, because that's literally, you're doing the same thing to get something out of it. And of course, then that'll be a nice, it's good to see that in a career reading perhaps, but in love, you know, you don't want to have something that's monotonous and boring, because the Knight of Pentacles can be a boring energy. Personally, it's very slow. It's very consistent. Yes. It's very reliable. Yes. But it is not exciting. It is not fun. It is not something that you just look forward to, you know. And so I do feel that if you are waiting for a change to happen without you having to make it, you're going to be waiting for a very long time. And I want to say it will lead to some type of unfulfillment. But I do feel like you're already dissatisfied in some way. Yeah, there's some type of imbalance here, group 2. It's very big, and I want to say there's like a need to separate yourself, at least momentarily, to clear your mind, to really see some addictive habits or patterns that you may be engaging in, whether that be codependency, you feeling very stuck or drawn to a specific person, feeling bound to them in some way, feeling like you can't leave, or you escaping or indulging in escapist activities like going on social media or scrolling, or even indulging in food or substances or alcohol. It can go out. There's really no limit to what the devil can do. Okay, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So I do feel there's a lot happening for you, group 2. I don't mean for this reading to be overwhelming at all. I hope that it hasn't been. There's just some very intense energy, and it all goes back to you needing to confront some type of insecurities that you may have, and some type of self-doubt, or you overly criticizing yourself. And I do get strong Capricorn energy because the devil is the Capricorn card. Why us, right? But Saturn rules that card, so hey. Anyway, group 2, I want to say overall what I'm getting is the need to take some time to yourself. Literally, I'm seeing this 4 of Swords here. If you do not have some type of devotional practice or some type of practice to where you just sit in quiet or just have time to yourself, I'm seeing that needs to be a daily implementation, meditation, contemplation, some type of activity to help you to ground and see things clearly, because with the Justice card reverse, something's not being clear. Something's not clear at all. Something's not balanced. And things need to be restructured. And I do feel for some of you, this could maybe mean some type of divorce that has happened, or you have an experience of viewing divorce and this has altered your perception of love, and you're needing to face how maybe these situations have deeply impacted you, and being honest about that and doing what's necessary to clear this energy and being open to healing. And I want to say, for some of you, if you feel that you do need assistance with this, do not hesitate to reach out to someone who can help you along this journey, like a therapist. I am a 100% advocate for therapy. It is a life changer, a day maker, okay? So be open to these avenues of healing. And yeah, that devil energy is intense. So let's get some closing messages for you, group 2. Group 2, please, in their love life, divine. Group 2. Look at that. Look at that. We have bittersweet on the bottom. Forgiveness. Yeah, there needs to be some type of release of some blocked emotions that are long held, I want to say, from lots of past occurrences. And there's some healing that's going on. And I do feel that you should not hold any guilt for doing what is best for you. Do not stay in a certain situation. We have all these chains. You are not bound to any situation, no matter what circumstance it is, okay? Maybe you feel like you're doing the right thing by staying. Maybe you feel like you're doing the right thing by upholding this situation or relationship or continuing to contribute to it, but you're only doing yourself a disservice. And it's time to really allow yourself to walk through a new door, to leave behind an old way of living, to leave behind an old perception, to let go of resistance to change, and to be open to new, I want to say, allowing yourself to recover after these difficult relationship experiences, and giving yourself the space and the time to just be to yourself and exploring yourself and releasing any past baggage or negativity that you may carry, and yeah, really honoring yourself in this time. And we have gossip. Very interesting. And I want to say, maybe there's like a fear of people like talking about you if you make a certain move, or maybe there's a lot of people who know about this relationship or the situation and you're not wanting to have people talk about it. But now's the time of really drawing close to those people that you truly enjoy and that help you and honor all of your decisions, and seeking wise counsel, connecting with people who love you. Okay, maybe this is a really close friend that you have, a sibling, a parent, but this is going to help you to feel a lot better and to not just isolate yourself, but expand. Yeah, creating relationships outside of love, getting close to new people, even some friends that maybe you haven't connected with in a while. It's good to open yourself up to that and to not feel stuck to anything, okay? Because yes, a relationship may be done, maybe it's dying, maybe something's done and it's needing to be let go of, but this is a time of cultivating close relationships with other people. So one more. Excuse me. Despondence. Very interesting. And see, like I said, do not isolate yourself. Don't do it. Sadness will get you there, but don't do it. You know, draw close to that connection, draw close to those people who are going to support you through this, and don't fall victim to losing interest in life because you are recognizing the changes that need to be made. Now is a time of taking action. Group 2, taking action, choosing, recognizing that you decide how your life will go, you decide what your life looks like, and that a person within it, it's you who makes your life worth living, not someone else, okay? And really recovering that part of yourself that's been locked away and honoring that part instead of feeling as if nothing matters because, you know, something didn't work out for you. Now the time of empowerment and really coming into yourself and honoring yourself despite what other people think, despite other people. This is all about honoring who you are. So that is what I have for you, Group 2. Please let me know how it resonated for you in the comments. Leave it a like if it helped you in any way, and subscribe. Please, it really helps me out. I really appreciate you guys for being here. I send you so much love, so much healing, and you deserve the best. So do not limit yourself to that which does not honor goodness, okay? You deserve to be fulfilled and recognize that you do not need to stay in any situation that is not good for you anymore. It may have been good before, but things expire and we have to honor expiration dates, okay? So that is what I have, and that's what I leave you with. Thank you so much again, and until the next time, I say goodbye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading on what's going on in your love life. So, I have these tarot cards from the Astro Matrix deck. We're going to use this to look into the current energy of your love life. I'm using this as a way for you to see for sure if this is your group. So, if this portion does not resonate for you, take that as a sign to perhaps look at other options for a group. But if you do not feel drawn to any other pile, then I would say this reading may not be for you today, and that's okay. You know, you don't want to force anything to resonate. But I will say that I do have other readings on my channel, so if you are looking for any other type of guidance, there are videos for you there. So let's jump in and see the current energy of your love life at this time, and let's get an idea about what's going on. So for Group 3, please, Divine, can we get an understanding of what's currently going on for Group 3, please? Group 3, please. Okay. Upright or reverse? You know, I'm getting this sense of Group 3, I feel like you're trying to find some level of balance, especially in your emotions, the way you communicate. This feels very internal. Yeah, I do feel that you're trying to come to some type of understanding about how you want to move forward in regard to your romantic relationships. I do feel that you've been dealing with a particular person, perhaps, and you could be drawn to people who look very well. Okay, I mean, of course, but I mean in the sense like they carry themselves with some type of status, or like they hold themselves to a high esteem, and maybe this could sometimes fringe on them being a bit selfish or too focused on their own needs or too focused on themselves. And I do feel that you are healing from some type of relationship from your past, I want to say. But it seems as if there's still some uncertainty here, especially in regard to a certain dynamic. I do feel there's maybe some separation or some thought about a separation. And the Three of Cups reverse also makes me think that in general your relationships may not be as fulfilling as they used to be, and I do feel that you're kind of being put in this position to make a decision about the future of your relationships as a whole, not just romantic, but also friendship. I get mainly here with the Three of Cups reversed, and making sure that you're not over investing into things or only focusing on one aspect of your life. I do want to get a bit more for you, group 3. The Queen of Cups reverse with the Knight of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're in this energy of maybe trying to make cuts or getting more clear about your emotional investments, because maybe there's some new responsibilities or some responsibilities that you're needing to take care of, or you're just really focused on what priorities are important to you and trying to get clear on what you've been too emotionally attached to, or what's been draining you in some way, or what's been taking too much of your energy. Let's get one more. Yeah, with the Emperor for sure, I do feel that there's a lot of focus on getting grounded, providing yourself with a stable foundation right now, and trying to cut away things that don't really uplift you or fulfill you. And I do feel like you're getting an understanding of what those things are, and maybe how your emotions have clouded your judgment in some of your relationships. And I get that you're getting more assertive, or you're trying to build up this confidence to be more assertive about your needs, the time that you need to heal, or the time that you need to just be to yourself. Yeah, I do feel like you're trying to take more charge of how you go about dealing with relationships and really prioritizing yourself with this Ace of Cups reversed. Because I do feel there's some type of drained energy, like you have people taking too much from you, or you're investing too much into other people emotionally. It feels very emotion based for the most part, but that doesn't have to be the only way that you are investing into other people. But I do want to say, with all this water energy, particularly Cancerian energy, it does feel like you have been so nurturing and caring to other people that there has been some type of imbalance created, and you're needing to recenter that focus on yourself and see where you need to maybe prioritize your own life, your own things, you know. So if that sounds like it resonates, we're gonna get a bit more detailed and specific, so stay tuned. But if this does not resonate, then I would like to say you may not want to continue watching. But let's see. Let's see what comes out here for you, group 3. So we have these pre-shuffled oracle cards. I almost said Oreo cards. But we have these, so let's jump into this reading. We have card number 2, Yin. Opportunity. Adventures. Medicine Mother. Honor your inner knowing. Earth Mother. feel loved and comforted. Yeah, you see all this mother energy, lots of nurturing vibes. Okay, full moon in Taurus, a Venusian sign. Your dreams need a practical plan. Card number 27, walking away. Card number 34, door to personal healing and happiness reversed. And card number 50, angel of strength. So with all these cards coming out, I do get this energy of needing to take a step back, especially with this card in the yin energy. I definitely feel like you're needing to replenish, recharge. For some of you, you know, group 3, I feel like it could be either way. You could be single or you could be in a relationship. Honestly, I feel like the point of this reading here right now is to bring awareness and attention to your own vessel, making sure that you're taking care of yourself and your needs, and trying to really get a good understanding of if you've been too invested into other people, too invested in taking care of other people, and making sure that you have enough for yourself at the end of all these relationships, and being clear about the boundaries that are necessary, being clear about how much time you invest into yourself outside of relationships or outside of your responsibilities, and making sure that you replenish and recharge and take more time to relax and step back, so that you can really understand what is true for you, what you value, and what things you wish to accomplish in this life. It feels like a lot of focus on you, group 3. So like I said, despite your relationship status, I do feel like my words are running together, but I do feel that now's the time of really focusing on yourself and seeing this time as an opportunity to really review and reprioritize and reanalyze what matters to you, especially in regard to your relationships and your values and your expectations, and seeing if they are realistic. And I want to say realistic in the way that you are not expecting too much or expecting too little, but just allowing people to show themselves as they are and not feeling like you have to take charge in relationships too much. And maybe there's like a tendency to take charge or to show up a lot for other people, because I do get this nurturing energy about you, or this ability to really care for other people very deeply. And if you treat everyone like that, which is amazing, very beautiful quality to have, but if you treat everyone like that and you forget to honor your own limits or honor how much you really do have to give, then you end up overgiving, and sometimes that can breed resentment or disappointment in other people when they aren't able to give in the ways that you have. But I am seeing that maybe it's a time to just relax. And if you are in a relationship with someone, if there have been a lot of heavy conversations about emotions, I am seeing to balance that out with some adventures, some playtime, go and have a nice date, do some hobbies, do something fun. But also, if you're single, I do feel that it's really asking for you to see this time of solitude as one that is helping you to be more open to experiencing things and more open to opportunities in all forms, not just romantic relationships, but also being open to meeting new people, seeing new sights, doing new things, just getting out of a comfort zone and having the courage to walk away from any limiting beliefs or any limiting thought patterns. But for the whole group 3, I do feel like it's really urging you to get clear on what you really want in a relationship. Even if you are in a certain situation with someone, I feel like it's it's really asking for you to get clear on if you are actually taking the steps necessary to cultivate a relationship that is the most fulfilling to you. Are you having the conversations that are necessary? Are you communicating clearly your needs? Are you communicating clearly what things are bothering you? And in general, for the whole population of group 3, I feel like it's asking for you to be more vocal about what you need, because like I said, I do feel like you have a tendency to be more passive, and there's like this push for you to take more control over, you know, how things go in your life. And not to say like try to control the outcome, but just speak up for yourself, be your advocate. And that's why we have the angel of strength here, because I do feel like there's a part of you that's wanting to be recognized, or there's this part of you that is wanting to be heard or seen, and it's requiring you to walk away from a tendency to not do so, or a tendency to just go along with things, or I don't want to say go along, but maybe not speak up immediately, or, you know, allow things to bubble up to the surface instead of speaking on things exactly or right when it happens. I feel like you absorb a lot, group 3, and it's asking for you to really just take some time to see what you have been absorbing so that you can cleanse that out, get clear about what is necessary moving forward in your love life, and actually taking the steps toward that vision for what you have for your love life. So yeah, getting a better understanding of what you really desire, what you really want, and ensuring that you go into all of your relationships with that in mind. A big time of trusting your intuition as well. Big time of tuning into your intuition and tuning into how you feel and not dismissing your feelings. So yeah, take this as an opportunity to just take a step back from the scene, okay? Take some time in solitude and see where you need to move away from certain habits, certain patterns, or even maybe for some of you, it may be some type of relationship that keeps replaying negativity or just isn't really working out for you. It's not helping you to feel comforted or nurtured, and it's requiring you to be honest about what you need to let go of. That can only be for some of you, but for the most part, I do feel like now's an opportunity to really just rest, because I'm seeing all these moons. I feel like there's a need to really check in with yourself and see if you are feeling fulfilled, and what you can do to get things moving in the direction that you want them to, or that you are hoping for. But can we get a bit more for group 3, please? Group 3, what do they need to know about their love life? What to be expected? Yeah, there could be some back and forth energy with someone, and for some of you, there could be some type of separation going on. I think I said that before, or maybe some miscommunications between you and another person, and I feel like there is a connection you feel to them, but maybe there's just been some time apart, some disagreements. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but I want to talk about these two cards. With the Knight of Cups reversed and the Two of Wands, I feel like there's this double-minded energy of like feeling like you want more, feeling like you are trying to expand, but not really sure how, not really sure which direction you want to go. And I feel like it's a vacillating energy, like it's very dependent on your feelings, on your mood. And I do feel like there's a little bit of imbalance with your emotions right now. Let's get some more cards. We have the Tower on the bottom. Yeah, we have the Temperance reversed. It's definitely some type of imbalance here. And I want to get all the cards before I speak, but we have the Tower, so I do feel like there's been some type of separation or some type of crisis in a relationship that you're having. Maybe it was nice in the beginning, but now it's not really fulfilling you anymore. You're not wanting to move on from it. Let's see. Let's get some more. King of Cups reversed. Oh man, all these reversals. Yeah, with the Two of Cups reversed, so I definitely feel like there's been some type of separation, and I don't know if you oh my gosh. I don't know if you've gotten the closure necessary, and maybe you feel like you haven't truly gotten closure from this situation. And I feel like you have to give yourself closure on whatever has happened, because I'm honestly going to say there's a lot of characters here, so it does seem like, whoa, there is someone, I don't know which person you may identify as, but I'm seeing two main characters here, and there could be some emotional turmoil within one of them where they really are reactive, are very emotional. I want to say, like, they communicate based on how they're feeling in that moment, and this can cause maybe some defensiveness on the other person's end, where they start to feel as if, okay, well, I'm just going to close off, I'm going to, you know, not speak or say anything right now. And so maybe one person shuts down and the other person really doesn't like that, and it kind of makes them feel even more emotional or feel even more reactive towards that person. It seems there's some imbalance here, and I feel like there needs to be a break. Okay, there needs to be some type of time apart so that you guys can really get a clear understanding of what's the best way to move forward. How can you develop new ways of communicating with each other so that you aren't getting too reactive or too what is a word? It's like I can't think of words right now. To where you guys aren't saying things that you may regret in the future. And I do feel like there's some type of wishy-washy energy. Like one day, it's like very unpredictable, I want to say. Their emotions are like up and down, and maybe that can be exhausting to deal with. And, excuse me, I am seeing like it's time to really set some clear intentions and set some clear boundaries and really speak up for what you want. And speak up for, like, you know, this has become a cycle or a pattern that we need to really get out of, and or maybe I just need to get out of this pattern of dealing with people who have this pattern or this tendency to be super moody or super, you know, selfish or super whatever it may be. I just feel like there's some type of not seeing eye to eye, some type of tension, maybe not speaking up on feelings that you're feeling, or someone else is not speaking up on their feelings. There just seems to, it's like turmoil, I want to say. It's kind of chaotic, I feel. I want to get one more card. And yeah, the Six of Cups reversed. I want to say, with the Six of Cups reversed, it's like maybe there's a tendency to just only think about the good times or only reminisce on how good things were in the past, and trying to kind of project that onto the present situation and saying like, oh, maybe I should stay because, you know, it's so good, or it used to be so good, and we've had all these memories together, and we have maybe children together, and we've just been together for so long. But with all these characters reversed, it does not feel like, I don't feel as if you guys are bringing the best out of each other right now. And that could just be mainly because there needs to be some type of healing individually that needs to happen before you guys can have a productive relationship. I keep saying you guys, so I do feel that for some of you, if not all of you, you're dealing with a particular person. If it doesn't resonate, I'm so sorry. But for King of Swords reversed to come out, there is some type of blockage in the realm of communication. And I want to say it could be speaking from a hurt place, or speaking from a place of like, just super emotional. I feel, especially with the King of Cups and the King of Swords, it can even turn into like manipulative communication, or just like harsh or not very considerate. And this can cause a lot of heated arguments. I just keep getting to this chaotic type of energy of not being able to really get down to the root of the issue, and not really get it down to the root of the solution, or how you guys can change this. But I am seeing there's a need to, as you see, this person is kind of like expanding their view, but I think it's a time to change the perspective of the situation and of what you are capable of having in a relationship, and trying to reorganize and reorient your plans, especially if you are basing your plans on another person. I want to say, make sure that you are living your life as an individual, and you invite someone else in who is also doing the same thing. But yeah, group 3, I really see there's this need to take a step back, really think about what your priorities are, and to not get swept up in any disruptive relationships that bring a lot of drama, that bring a lot of chaos, because I do feel like it's taking you off your mojo. It's taking you off your path. And I feel like sometimes it's just best to walk away, clear your mind, get clear on what you want, and not be clouded by a relationship, or not be so eager to jump into a relationship, or attaching to someone or sticking with someone just because it feels safe to have a partner. But make sure that this partner is really for you, and that they bring the best out of you, instead of there constantly being some type of disharmony, because that's really draining. And I kind of feel like I'm going in circles a bit, to be honest, and I think it's just time for you to really honor yourself in whatever way that means for you, but particularly taking time to just focus on you, and not pour so much attention into someone else that is not capable of really communicating what they really want or need, or they're just not able to communicate in the ways that are most productive. And this can honestly go for both sides. Main thing is getting those priorities straight, though, group 3, and accepting the situation for what it is. It takes 2 to tango. You can't be the only one that's trying to change things or trying to make things better. That's a lot of work. But we're gonna get some advice messages for you, group 3. And let's see, group 3, please. Yeah, we have forgiveness and completion. So I do feel like there's been, like, you need some type of closure, or something's been really difficult to process, and it's been hard to accept something about a certain situation. But I do feel now's the time of closing out some type of cycle that you've been in, perhaps a cycle of getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. Maybe it's like, okay, when is the time, like, when is it time to just realize some things are okay to just be the way they are, without having to try to force anything, honoring endings so that you can finally move on, have a clean slate, purify, cleanse, and really be prepared for new horizons and opening yourself up to new opportunities, and not feeling super stuck on one particular way of being. Can we get a bit more? Sorry about the noise in the background, you guys. We're just gonna keep on going. But yeah, we also have impatience. So yeah, this could go in hand with the communication, like wanting things to change immediately or wanting people to do things in a certain way immediately. But I feel like it's time to take a rest, and allow for things to just arise as they're supposed to, especially if you are wanting a meaningful, stable, grounded relationship. I do feel like this will come in its own time, and you should not have to force anything with anyone, trying to make them fit in that mold. It makes me think of that saying of not trying to fit a square peg inside of a circle. If something's not working out, there's no need to try to force it. Just allow it to be and move forward. Can we get a bit more? And we have perception. Yeah, so you see this door, it's like as one door closes, another one opens to a whole new horizon that's way better for you. So really take a look at how you view endings and recognize when it's time to just let things go, and when something's being shown to you like it's not good for you, it's time to stop. It's an impasse, you can't move forward. In accepting that, moving forward, closing out this chapter, especially if this is dealing with someone who is not willing to change. Okay, see that for what it is, see this as divine protection, and move forward knowing that you are walking towards something much better. Okay, and this is a time for self-discovery and really getting in tune with who you are, what you want, and recovering from any cycles of pain or hurt that have been caused by a certain situation, and tapping back into yourself and your intuition, and connecting with yourself on a deeper level. I'm seeing all these full moon just moon imagery in general. It's really making me think about a culmination, having illumination of your circumstances and accepting things as they are, and finally moving forward with strength and confidence, and knowing that you deserve greatness, you deserve love, you deserve warmth, loyalty, stability, comfort, safety, all of those things in a relationship. And if you're not finding that, then it is okay, perfectly fine, to move forward and nurture yourself as the universe aligns another relationship for you in the meantime. But yeah, group 3, that's what I have for you. It's been very interesting. I was not expecting for it to be so centered around a particular relationship, but that's what wanted to come through, I suppose. If it resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. Okay, leave it a like, subscribe. It really does help me so much, and I really do appreciate you guys being here with me today. It's been lovely. I love these readings. It's always a good time, and please let me know how this resonated. Very interesting. So again, that's been your reading. Until the next one, I leave you with this. So much love, so many blessings, and yeah, bye, group 3.